Sup boys, Ludo here with the newest Devourer insane build. If you wanna carry arenas, if you wanna literally solo carry BGs, be top damage meter in every single game, destroy everything in your path, this is the build. Okay, so let's start. Okay, first thing I wanna say is this build is consistent damage. It's not one shot like the last build I did. For that, you can check the last build. This is more very consistent damage. You'll be topping charts every single game. You should be top damage every single game, okay? So let's check the stats first. Now, I do have wrong stats because I don't want to waste money in pre-patch anyway, right? So these are mine. Now, what would I change on mine is I would have a little bit more haste, okay? You're running mastery and haste as your main stat, and you're trying to equalize them, okay? Because haste gives you lesser GCD and quicker cast on consume, which will give you more damage. Mastery gives you more damage. Verse gives you tankiness. Now, you can go even lower verse, but you'll be very, very squishy. Like, you'll be very, very, very squishy. So, under 30%, I wouldn't really go. Maybe if you're playing some BGs with a pocket healer or something. I'm playing solo, so I need some verse, you know. But if you're playing with some pocket healers, or you can go lower verse. For arena as well, I will go lower verse than this. If you're like very low rated, where it's not a big deal and people can't do so much damage. So once again, haste, mastery, and 30% verse. Everything else in haste and mastery. Okay. Okay. So our talents are these. Very different than the last time. We're playing Annihilator instead of Voice Card. And it's a pretty fun build. Now, you will see that in this build, there's a lot of things buffing our Collapsing Star, but we're not running Collapsing Star. Which is kind of weird, right? We have a lot of talents for Collapsing Star. Collapsing Star is pretty damn ass, okay? It's really bad, so even though you're buffing it, even though you're buffing it on multiple talents, it's not worth it. It's too long of a cast, it's not enough damage. It does like 40k damage, but, not enough. So this is the build. Once again, you can change some minor things. On the right side, I wouldn't change anything. Like, you could change between these two, not a big deal, You can change between these two. And that is pretty much it. I mean, you could do this too. Okay? You could do this too. So only these three talents are interchangeable on the right tree. Here I wouldn't change a thing, and here, honestly, you could pick one of those for something. Like, this is not a big deal. Few of these talents are weak, like this is whatever, So that's what's changeable. Also, PvP talents. We're always running Beacon. There's always running Beacon. Now, these two could be interchangeable. Depends which playstyle you want to play. First, I played without Surrender the Void. And this is my latest, something I put in the build the latest. And I'm kind of enjoying it, so I'm playing with this, but I wasn't playing at the start with this. So 50% of the games I wasn't, 50% of the games I was. Usually the Glimpse is what I run, right? But now I am missing Glimpse, I ain't gonna lie, I'm missing Glimpse, so it's a trade-off. If you're someone who uses Glimpse very well, I think it might still be the play. But I think for the beginners, Glimpse is... they don't utilize it well, so I would suggest going this, okay? Okay, so let's see how do we do damage, actually. So the point of the build is you want to get to Void Meta, right? And we do that by just literally pressing Reap and Consume. That's it, You don't even... I mean, you can Void Blade for nice positioning or stuff like that. You just Reap, Consume, Reap, Consume. If you don't have Reap, you consume. Reap, consume. Boom, we're at 120 with Void Ray. That gives us more. And then our ability gets upgraded, okay? Into Eradicate. So every time you Void Ray, your ability, you see, will get upgraded to Eradicate. And boom, it does AoE cleave, like a cone damage. And then we just, like, priority is you Void Ray if you have enough Fury. And if you don't, you just reap, consume, reap, consume, reap, consume. If you don't have reap, you consume, 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 consume. It's like very simple. It's like a Beastmaster simple, okay? It's very simple. So let's get to the meta. We're just doing that. Obviously, you know, if enemy is having something to dispel, we can consume magic, we can reposition with these two abilities, but that's utility, you know, stun, stuff like that. But I'm just saying DPS rotation, we just do this. We just do this, okay? Okay, we're gonna enter the form soon. Okay, so now we enter the form, and now the damage starts. Look at this, 60k. We don't have, we just spam. Now, these numbers are hidden behind, and we can see how much it hits, but it hits like 20, 30k per cast, okay? Look at this, 35. 76k, non-crit. That's half of someone's HP, right? That's half of someone's HP. I'm gonna show you examples at the end of the video. 100k. What's my HP? 150k, 160k. So that's it, guys. That's the build. It's the strongest spec in the game right now, in my opinion. And it's really crazy. It's really crazy. S tier, no question asked. Now it would be a god tier, S++ tier, if it wasn't actually squishy. It's very squishy, and you know, this is all you have, and mobility. But that's all you have, and all the games I lose, I just get one shot because my healers don't press anything. Like, you're completely on the healer's back. You can't do anything. You know, you have Trinket and this, 25%, it's not gonna save you. So you're really reliant on healers with this. That's the only problem with this spec. If that wasn't the case, it would be one of the most broken specs ever. Damage is really good. Everything is good. That's the only downside, okay? So, okay guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed and learned something. I will show some examples at the end of the video. Now I want to say that we have only a week until the early access drops, I think, or something like that. So I'll drop maybe a tier list tomorrow. I have to think about it still. Maybe a guide or two. Let me know what you want to see, something fun, you know, something broken. And that's it. See you in the next one. Here we have a BG 3v1. I'm already low. Chaos Ball 50%, healer, DPS, and a tank. How to survive this 3v1? Just by destroying and one-shotting the healer. As you see, boom, 50k crit, going out to get that lock. We kill him almost through the wall. Meanwhile, the tank was dropping from all the damage. Here's another example. Healer and tank against me. Literally obliterating healer, he couldn't do anything. And then just slowly ripping the tank apart. You have a duel with a rat, 30% almost dead, but boom, enter the meta and drop a meteor on him. Now since I'm in meta, I'm hungry for more, and I spot a teamfight going on there and I want to join. So pumping up the rat. Now he bubbles, unfortunately, and I kill the other rat. So then switching the target back to the Dasher lock, ripping him apart quickly, finishing the rat, and then the last but not least, the hunter just dropping by huge crits. And once again, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, drop the like and the sub. See you in the next one. Peace.